Oh my god, these are cute.
What?
Looking at FanForge. Oh my god, why is this Rachel? Sorry.
So
Seriously.
for the people on After Hours, me and Cassie have been trying to get our Homestuck streams lined up for the last little bit. And so rather than doing this at my normal time, we're doing it on the For Fans by Fans channel, which is why this wasn't streamed on my channel. And you're close enough to where I'm at that I'm just going to record on my end as if this was me streaming. So that way people can just have this as soon as possible.
Perfect.
What page are you on?
I am on 3630.
Okay, and I ended on 3649, so I'm not that far ahead of you.
Nice. Yeah, I figured this was like the
This is about as
closest
close
we
as we're
could
gonna
get.
be, and then you're gonna be reading like twice a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably only gonna be doing like once a week.
Okay. Yeah. Then yeah,
This
this
is
is
our
probably
last
better.
sync time, probably until
Yep.
4:13.
Yep. Absolutely. I was just looking at the what came into the fan forge. There's some cute stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, where did I leave off? Oh, for anybody, I assume everybody has been here before. Um, you guys know Rev. Um,
Hi.
how can you reiterate a little bit just for people who maybe it's the first time they're watching, like about what you did with the charity and stuff like that?
Right. So there's a charity called the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation. Me and a bunch of other people from Vinesauce or Associated Acts have been doing this charity thing for the last little bit. For lack of better things to do, I was going to do for every $25 raised, I was going to read one page of Homestuck. And then we ended up raising a couple $100,000, enough that I have to read some of Homestuck 2 and the epilogue. And I think it was like one episode of JoJo per something. So slowly grinding my way through that as well. But yeah. Yeah. So
Nice. And then you're gonna be reading into the other ones, right?
I think I have to. I was like, aha, they over donated. I don't actually have to read all of that, you know? Like they donated like a full like couple $1,000s more than what they needed to in order for me to read all of Homestuck at the time. And then
Mhm.
Hussey was like, what if there was more?
You're like, God damn it.
So, there's that. There's that. And then there's more Homestuck. It's fairly contentious on whether or not the epilogue is worth reading or not. I feel like I'm going to.
Oh, I wanted to show you something that made me think of you, Rev.
What's up?
On Tumblr. Did you
Sure.
see this?
Let me I don't
Here,
have your
pop up.
screen up.
I'll pull it up. It came up when I was posting this thing. I don't know why I thought it was so funny.
Just shut TV slash.
Here, I'll unmute it.
Oh, the Jesus thing. Yes, I
I've
did see
never
that.
seen it.
No, I saw that the other day. He came.
I have come.
Have you seen the new like WWE stuff from like yesterday? Like I'm not into that scene.
No.
So because of the whole virus thing, they can't have like people in the audience, but I feel like they've already written the scripts for everything. And yesterday was 316, which I guess is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Oh, sure.
So
How could I forget?
he's like, "You want to know what Stone Cold is? Let me hear it." And then it's just like a pan of the dead audience, like there's no one there. And then he
Oh
just starts screaming again. It's so
no.
awkward.
I gotta see this. Stone Cold.
Yeah, I think I retweeted earlier. I'll have to go find it.
Oh, here it is. To an empty arena.
Yes.
It isn't the same without the crowd going wild.
It's so yeah. Um
Did
it's
you tweet
really
it?
I don't
Here,
think I did. I saw someone tweet it though.
that doesn't help.
No, it
Oh shit.
doesn't. I'll see if I can find it and then I'll retweet it. They had a name like Cum Guzzler or something, so I didn't really want to retweet it.
You know what? It's not the look you want.
Not particularly. I mean, like they already compost in my chat, so I can't really
I play into that. How
Yeah,
is there not a link specifically in this article to?
because that's how
Weird.
news media is now. Like,
Yeah, they're like,
let's
here's a.
have 18 pages, 100 ads, and no information.
Maybe this is it. Let's see.
It seems like
Oh, it is empty.
Oh yeah, that looks like it.
Let me just
You can just skip a little bit. It's just really funny because he's like having a full on like yell off with the audience and no one's there.
There's no one there. This is weird.
Isn't it? I feel like they wrote the scripts prior to all of this happening, and
Why is this is so weird?
isn't it?
Is this like, are they? Do they know this is this self-aware or?
I don't know. See, I don't know enough about wrestling to know whether or not that this is if this is a normal thing for them.
Like, yeah, if there's
But
just
it
like, oh,
definitely
it's funny.
seems like God, what is the name of that show where it's the two guys and they just like
Uh,
Eric and
I'm
Andre show. It definitely seems like a
Eric
skit
and
from that
Oh.
where it's not like actually.
Yeah, I'm like, are they doing it because they're like, fuck it, we're gonna do it live anyway, or are they?
I
I think
guess
so fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know enough about wrestling.
I don't either, so I don't know. Yeah, it just feels weird, doesn't it?
It does feel like wrestling. Like I know a couple people into wrestling. I'm like, really? But apparently, there's kind of a, I don't know. Apparently, it's not just for. I anything I say is gonna sound really
It's
bad.
apparently gotten much better. Like this is apparently like the heyday of it again. Like it used to be good back in like the 90s and now it's good again. I don't care. I just think it's like weird to not have an audience. Like there's certain things that don't work. Like I've been watching a couple talk shows and they can't have audiences and so it's just like there's the pause for where people are supposed to laugh and then they just continue telling jokes. It's really
Yeah,
weird. It's so
it's
weird.
yeah, I feel like it's like an inside joke I'm never understanding when I watch wrestling. Like speaking like I watch wrestling all the time, which I don't.
I
But
think you're
like,
supposed to treat it like theater and just
yeah,
just suspend your disbelief. It's like a movie. You're not
well, I think there's a what I've found is there's a weird crossover fandom between people who like anime
what?
and people who like yeah, I've seen it. It's weird. I see it over and over though. So I don't know if there's something there where like there's a specific type of anime fan that also really likes wrestling and there's something about both of those things that appeals to them and I don't know if it's like because if you think about it wrestling kind of has like a plot that could be kind of like an anime underdog, you know, like
Yeah.
there's like kind of fantastical.
Yeah,
So I don't
it's
know.
there's
Yeah.
a very small difference between that and like a shonen anime. Not like now that you say it, sure, but
Uh-huh.
it is weird.
It's weird though. But yeah, I think I know there's a guy locally that I know. He's pretty chill. His name's Casey, and I met him at like an anime meetup when I first moved out here. And he's like super into wrestling and super into anime. And a girl I work with, her and her husband, same thing, like into anime, into wrestling. I'm like, there's something here. There's something with this. Like it's a niche as
3D
fuck.
anime, I guess.
There's Undertaker.
Yeah, the Undertaker. I
He's
remember
super
him. He's like, yeah, he had an entrance in yesterday's thing. Like he walked up on stage, and normally it takes him like an hour and a half to get up on stage, apparently. But he just kind of walks up,
Strolls
like
on
it's
stage.
supposed to be this huge hype event where it's like, oh fuck, this guy's goddamn evil and all that, and there's like funeral bells and all that, and he just kind of walks up on stage.
Weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, John Oliver. I watched that last night. The John Oliver coronavirus thing,
Yeah.
um, where he was like in that white room and talking about
It
how
makes me
weird
feel a
that
little
was.
bit better about streaming because sometimes chat will be dead and it'll be like, but it's kind of like that. Like they're having to deal with that now.
It's weird, yeah, to see it leaking into like there's something about like celebrity life that makes it feel like once you hear like Tom Hanks, you're
Hmm.
like, whoa, it doesn't, of course, like he's no different, so of course he would, but there's something about it like
That's
that
someone
makes
I
it,
know. I
yeah,
know who Tom Hanks is. I don't know who random citizen, from
right.
whoever or wherever.
Well, and it's been crazy. Like I'm in Washington State, so
Hmm.
we're the highest like Washington, everything that's happening right now in Washington State is like 2 weeks, they're saying, above where the rest of the country is, like everything that we're experiencing right now.
Sure.
But yet other cities are locking down quicker than us, which is interesting.
Hmm.
Like San Fran putting their lockdown in. We don't have that lockdown yet. Our restaurants and bars closed yesterday, but we don't. San Fran was it 3 weeks? No one's allowed to leave the house, um, unless they're going to the grocery store or like to work. Um,
I've been saying for the last little bit though, like not to make light of the situation, but fucking everyone's like, "Oh, social isolation," and I'm like, "Okay, so what does that mean?" It's like, "Well, you don't leave your house unless if you want to go to the grocery store." It's like,
you're
"Oh,
like, so
so
carry
it
on me.
right, yeah, just this is normal for me."
Carry on. Yeah, I think I saw like one of those joke articles that was talking like there's been so many of those that are like gamers are like the most prepared because they're
Right.
like, oh, I get 3 weeks off and you don't want me to talk to anybody and hang out at home. That's cool. Okay.
Like I kind of grew up like I was talking about, I was homeschooled, so like I couldn't go anywhere. Like we lived out in the middle of nowhere when I was growing up. It's
Hmm.
become a place now, but like there wasn't anything there. You couldn't go anywhere. So it's like you could ride your bike, but you couldn't get anywhere. Like everything was too far to bike to. And so that
Hmm.
meant that the only way you could have social interaction was on the internet. So it's just sort of like I've been doing this since I was like
Been planning for
13.
this my whole life.
Yeah.
I like this comment. Is this when the meek inherit the earth? I
uh,
can imagine that uh, disaster preppers are like shitting their pants with excitement right now. They're like,
yeah.
it's my fucking time. They're like in their fucking castles with like just loads of rice and beans and just feeling like kings of the earth.
Right.
All their friends are like, hey, like when I said you were like
A
really fucking
weirdo for
weird.
having like a
Yeah.
fallout shelter.
You mind if I like come over and
I think isn't the trick just to know where the fallout shelters are and then go steal their shit?
I don't know, man. I've been watching disaster preppers
Hmm.
that like show on
That
whatever
seems
age.
unhealthy.
I know it's not a good time for it. It was like right after I watched Outbreak.
Oh,
I blame Netflix
are
for
you just trying
having.
to freak yourself out?
I know, and then I was thinking, have you seen The Stand?
No.
Am I like the okay? So I thought that everybody had seen The Stand.
I don't watch things.
It's old, so it's like early '90s miniseries, Stephen King.
Okay.
I'm
Is that the
surprised.
one where it's like they go outside and there's like mist and they die?
No, you're thinking of the. I think it's called The
Oh.
Mist. But
Little
Flu
nail on the
Buddy.
head there. All right, sorry.
So this is like this Stephen King, The Stand.
Right.
This is the commercial for Flu Buddy.
Oh, okay.
It was. This is essentially the reality that we're living right now. So the whole. That's why I realized that nobody's really been watched The Stand as much as I did because this is originally like what I thought. So I was like, oh my god, it's the plot of The Stand. Essentially, what happens is this flu sweeps the world and it
Right.
kind of just becomes part of society and they have this thing called flu buddy and these commercials and it's just everyone's sick and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until everyone fucking dies
I feel like that was
and
like Stephen King trying to write a book, but he got sick. And so he was
Yeah.
like, I've got a great idea for a villain. What if
Yep.
everyone had to deal with this bullshit?
Yep.
That's how
Exactly.
he
And
writes books, though.
it's weirdly religious overtones and stuff. Like I grew up super Christian family, so that's probably why I saw it. And also, can we just talk about this area in his pants
Oh,
right now?
no, let's
That is
not, actually.
intense. That is distracting. Okay.
That's not okay.
Welcome to the Synced podcast. Sorry. So let's get going.
We
Let's
should
get
probably actually
really.
read. Apparently, okay, so I didn't understand. This is actually a part that is incredibly important where we're at right now, or where you're at. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. So reading it again would probably be good.
I can't remember where. Oh yeah. So I left off. That's right, because I was reading with couple people last time and they were killing it on these voices. But there was too much to continue. Like I was hoping to get through this pester log
Mm,
before their stream was over, but it was a long one between Rose and Doc Scratch.
right.
Um, so it's kind of, this is where I left off, was Doc Scratch talking about the the Scratch, I
Right.
guess, and it was a lot of information to take in.
I think that's part of the reason I didn't quite get it. Yeah.
Oh boy, it's this douche nozzle. It is very important. It's all very important.
It's all very important. Yeah. All
Every
right.
time I don't understand something, it's very important, everyone says. I'm like, great.
I feel like the way that I've been understanding it is that I just like say what I think just happened, and then chat's like, no, this
You're
is what
wrong.
happened. And it's like, cool, I'm glad I read all of that, forced you all to listen to me read it, and then get it wrong. But they
Grossly
correct
wrong.
me, so it's fine. Like, I understand it in the end regardless, so.
What is ppm?
Pages per minute. It's been the way that chat's been getting on my shit about the
Oh my
speed
god.
that I've been reading. They're like the pages per minute per like stream. Like it's been taking a dip recently because of Bilbo Baggins, and related things. But yeah, it's about like 200.
Oh good, what pumpkin retweeted. Yay, thank you. Oh, what pals? Okay. Okay, so I'll read Rose if
Sure.
you want to read Mr. Scratch.
It's gonna get a little confusing because I've just selected all of it, and so I can't tell
Oh.
the difference in text color.
Okay, I'll start us out.
Okay.
And I like this little salamander in the corner also. It's very
Yes.
cute. Then can you at least tell me if we will be successful in preserving ourselves after the reset?
I don't particularly enjoy spoiling things for people when unnecessary. I find speaking in discreet color helps to avoid this.
So, if the scratch isn't specifically meant to banish Jack from the session, and our quest to destroy the sun is meant to kill him, why is the reset necessary at all, especially if it means oblivion for us?
Because you cannot achieve the ultimate reward in this session. Your battlefield is cancerous, and the Reckoning will destroy it prematurely regardless. By resetting, you will create a session which can bear the fruit of a new universe, even if you will not be the ones to claim the reward. Don't you want to fulfill your promise?
I guess, but it's a little disheartening to learn I'm now faced with not one, but two suicide missions at once. One to destroy Jack's power source and defend all of existence, and another to ensure our cosmic progeny at the price of oblivion.
That frames the dual objectives accurately, but you are you are inventive. You may find a way to survive the reset and participate in the new renewed session. It is up to you, just as it is up to you to face the decision to claim immortality before you enter creation.
Immortality?
Yes.
Do you mean ascending to the god tier?
Yes.
I have reason to believe that I won't. The trolls have not indicated I will die on my quest bed, or that any of us will. Oh my god. Or that any of us will, aside from John. Instead, I've been given more troubling and ambiguous forecasts.
What have I said that about confirming the reliability of your sources?
Are you saying I will?
No.
Oh, well, will I?
It seems like you would like me to do some fortune telling.
Fine. Maybe this question will suit you better. Is it probable?
That's a strange question to ask someone who is omniscient and therefore knows the outcomes with 100% certainty. I like it.
Then what's your answer?
You have exactly a 50% chance of ascending to the god tier.
That's a strange answer.
I know.
Why such a precise probability?
Because, much like the decisions you must face to complete your dual suicide missions, you have two ways of achieving godhood to choose from.
2 ways. By dying on quest bed on my planet and some other way?
Yes.
Is there another quest bed somewhere?
Yes, good guess, Seer.
Where?
What difference does it make? You already know where the first one is. You have the choice to go there right now and take your own life.
That's true.
Of course it is.
You mentioned immortality. Godhood makes one immortal?
Yes.
A god tier will live forever with no caveats.
No. No one will live forever unless killed. The death must be heroic or just.
That reminds me of that joke from, was that meme? From Death Note? What is it? We die when you're killed? Is that
Oh,
the meme?
right.
Something like that. How are these terms defined?
Also, someone pointed out that I should be probably hosting you. Give me a sec.
Oh!
And
People die when they are killed. That's the one.
was that a fan translation? I've never understood what the context of that was, because I didn't actually...
I think it was a Crunchyroll, or and people just love ripping on Crunchyroll,
Yeah.
and I think that's what it was, and it was like, we're like, oh, you're stupid. People die when they're killed. It was just a really weird translation, but people really hopped on it to like bandwagon shame whoever did
Right.
Because actually, usually the fan translations are like way better fan dubs.
How are these terms defined? Broadly, mysteriously, and according to the case of the individual. One may be killed by opposing a corrupt adversary and die for a just cause, as through martyrdom, for instance. This would be heroic. Or one may be subject to corruption and slain by a hero. This would be just.
Which sort of death will you have when I destroy the sun?
Neither. I am not a god. I'm a guardian, a servant, and a weapon. I have the power and knowledge far surpassing a god, but I am not one.
Is this when you are going to tell me why you want to die?
Yes.
I sense it's not because you're getting bored with immortality.
That's good. Your vision is becoming clearer.
Then why?
My master can't enter this universe until I am killed. Such is the nature of the break.
That almost sounds like martyrdom. Are you sure it won't be a hero's death?
Quite sure. My master is a very evil man.
Who is he?
I won't tell you his name, but he goes by the title Lord English.
Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum. That also used to be the guy who ran Ultima Online. I feel like that's probably a reference.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They had a thing where you could, he had like an NPC with his name in the game, and he was almost unkillable, but people kept like sending him letters how they like killed him in game, because people sent letters back in the day. One person broke into his house here in Austin and challenged him to a sword fight, where he then locked himself in a room and called the cops, because what the fuck?
What?
I just remember that story because it's just like, dude, if someone was to challenge me to a sword fight, I am 100% down. Like, when do you get a
Lord
chance to do
British?
that nowadays? You know?
Sword fight. Oh shit. Oh, they're saying his name is Lord British.
Oh, his name is Lord British. Okay, I was close.
So you're probably right. This probably is a nod to that. We called
Yeah.
Lord English. Yeah. But his coat looks like the fuck the brain.
It is a
Doctor
reference.
Doctor Who from like the 70s or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah.
were some weird references like way earlier where I feel like maybe
That are like
they
Doctor
were-
Who references. Well, they already explained where Doc Scratch came from, right?
Yes, the ball and
Cal,
what
right?
was it? Cal, that's right.
And they did the weird genetic splicing thing that they've been doing for everyone else.
Yeah, and then like alchemider
Yeah.
type thing.
Or no,
Oh.
the goopy thing that like John just kind of
Oh.
flicked all the switches and then made things that were supposed to happen, and then he just walked on. from there. Ectobiology. There you go.
Oh, I see.
I don't know why that made him evil or like a part of Lord English in some way, but yeah.
John mentioned a TARDIS in a convo with Kanaya. Yeah, there has been some Doctor Who. Well, and they talk kind of about timey-wimey stuff in this too. I don't know. You can tell that.
There's definitely an influence there.
Yeah, I think he just kind of injects things here and there.
Right.
Maybe that way later. Quantum shenanigans spoilers. Okay. This doesn't sound like an especially admirable objective. Releasing an evil man who is presumably more powerful than you, an already omnipotent being. Am I right?
You're right on both. It is not admirable, and he is considerably more powerful. You must decide which objective is more important. You may decide to attempt to destroy the sun and end my life. This will neutralize Jack, who is also much more powerful and more dangerous than myself by nature of the ring that he wears, in addition to drawing energy from the same sun as I. He poses a significant threat to reality.
But in the process of killing him and you, I release your master, who is just as deadly?
He is more deadly. But the danger he poses is sanctioned by paradox space. He is a known quantity. His very existence in a universe will mean it will inevitably be torn apart. But there are rules to his entry, and his grim procession through the paradox space is rather orderly. The present equilibrium has accounted for him, and will continue to. Jack, however, is a loose cannon, and he will not stop until he destroys everything he encounters. Additionally, his existence is your responsibility.
Then I guess I don't have a choice.
See, I don't really get this part. Like, this just seems like a stupid idea.
What the choice?
Yeah, so the choices are either like fight the guy who's more powerful than you that is going to destroy everything, or
Being the dog.
release the guy that is even more powerful than the first guy I just mentioned, who will also want to destroy everything.
So you're fucked or you're fucked.
Right, but it just seems like wouldn't it be easier just to kill the guy that's not as powerful?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like Jack would be the easier of the two to kill.
I wonder if the reason they're kind of posing that is it's like you can either destroy the sun and it's like a definitive, like it will definitely kill everyone, but then you're taking your chances with this new guy, or you're taking your chances with somebody who you probably won't beat anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, you might go for the answer that's like a definitive, definite, and then seeing what happens with this other guy.
I guess it's a devil you know versus devil you don't situation.
Exactly.
And I'm very much in the like, well, I know that the devil we don't know is more powerful than the one we do, so if we're going to have a chance in killing either, shouldn't we go for the one that we can kill, maybe?
Yeah. What does he say here? Rules to his entry. Present equilibrium. Yeah, Jack is a loose cannon.
It's go out on your own terms.
They seem kind of... You must decide which objective is more important. You will neutralize Jack, who's also more powerful and dangerous
I
than
also
myself.
feel like through all of this that Rose is being led. Like, he says, like, hey, you should pay attention to where you're getting your sources. Like, are these sources you're getting this information from trustworthy? And she goes, no. And then he goes, listen to me. Like,
but you can trust me.
Right. He doesn't ever actually say that you should trust him, which is something that I think is important to note. Like, he never actually says that he's being honest or trustworthy. He just says that he doesn't lie. But what?
But I think I don't think that Rose is dumb enough though. I feel like she's almost like, this conversation almost feels like she's like humoring him. She's like, oh yeah, and then what? And then what? Like if it were John, oh, he'd be fucked.
Yeah, John would definitely be fully manipulated. But we'll see how. Let's keep reading. So I guess I don't have a choice. You do, but also know this: refusing to venture out and destroy the sun in no way spares anyone from my master regardless. So I guess I could have read the next sentence.
Every time I question Homestuck, everyone's like, keep reading.
Yep, that's the mantra in my chat too.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry.
It was literally highlighted on my screen. It is certainly true that destroying it will end my life, and it is certainly true that the tumor will deliver you. The tumor you will deliver to its location has enough power to destroy it completely. But it is not the only way to kill me. It is simply a way I've suggested to you, which doubles as a way to disarm Jack, should you choose to go through with it. Instances of myself have spawned in countless universes, and my objective is always the same. I have never once failed to complete this objective, and I never will. There is nothing noble about taking this course of action you believe would prevent his arrival, because that is impossible. He will come. In fact, he is already here. So, again, I guess whatever. Like, it's not even a case of the devil you know versus the devil you don't. It's like, you already have to deal with that guy, so why don't you just deal with one problem? But again, I don't feel like he's trustworthy. I really don't trust this guy.
Doc Scratch. Well,
Yeah.
if his well, I don't know how you could trust somebody who's their boss man is Lord English, who he's already said is horrible.
Yeah, like
So
he's straight up saying like, my boss is evil.
then he's like,
And it's like, okay, why would I help you?
but is he helping? What's his motivation really? Like,
I don't know.
why is he even giving her all this information? Like, is he just kind of
I think
sitting
he
back?
has to accomplish this goal, and he does this by convincing people to do this thing.
I've never once failed. So his objective is to
Get Lord English
always
into
the
the
same.
universe, I guess.
There's nothing noble about taking a course of action you believe would prevent his arrival, because that is impossible. So he's basic refusing to venture out to destroy the sun in no way spares anyone. So it's pointless. Destroying it won my life. Is certainly true. The tumor he will deliver to us. Not the only way to kill me. Oh, so he's implying that there's another way to kill him that doesn't
There's
blow up
another
the
way
sun.
of, yeah. You could kill
Oh, but the way if they do the sun, it would kill
Jack
Doc
as
Scratch
well.
and Jack.
And that would be beneficial in that you wouldn't have to deal with Jack at the same time as Lord English. So if you take Doc Scratch at his word, then you don't have to deal with Jack and Lord English. You just have to deal with one of them, which
Yeah.
is a better solution. But you have to trust that he's not lying in that.
I don't think he's lying as much as I think he's just like he's manipulating by being so truthful. Like you wouldn't expect somebody
I
to
do
just
feel like
be
it's like a omniscient of truth sort of situation.
like he's not giving the whole story, you mean? He's
Yeah.
not lying.
He's not lying, he's just not telling everything that she should know. It's not completely informed consent. Like, she doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, like he's just giving a little bit.
He's giving her enough information to make the decision that he wants her to make. And I don't feel like that's a good idea. And I don't know why she trusts him. Like, I really don't.
I don't think she trusts him. I think she's just because she's Rose, she's so inquisitive and she's so interested that she can't possibly, and she can tell he's like intelligent, that she's just like, and then what? And then what? Like she's just asking a bunch of questions, she wants to know a bunch of stuff, but she's not actually being influenced one way or the other, but she's kind of humoring him because
I feel like
he's
she's making
interesting.
decisions based on the information that he's giving, though.
You think so?
I think so. I think she's doing a lot of things based on what he has told her is real.
Everything he says is true, but he's not being helpful with his truths. She has little choice.
All right.
Docs. Okay. Are you saying that I will succeed in the mission to destroy the sun?
Are you asking for another palm reading?
Mm.
You seem rather keen on acquiring a fortune from me, considering you are the one with the crystal ball.
I'm just trying to ask as many questions as I can. It's the only way to find the dark spots in your obstinacy.
I've been very helpful, and I will continue to be. I myself do not care to be an oracle, but I can graciously supply you with one.
Can you?
An eager consort has brought me one of my seeds. It appears that you have amassed followers who wish to please you. How fortuitous.
Your seeds.
The white orb.
Oh, the cue ball. How did I not notice this?
It will accurately answer any question a curious girl can pose, provided she can see through the surface and read its reply.
Is that possible?
Is it, seer? Given your title and all the tools of prognostication at your disposal, it seems to me that you should be the one asking the questions.
Wait a
I should
minute.
be the one asking you the questions. There we go.
Sorry, my mother-in-law's here.
You're
But
good.
I thought I heard my child just like squealing crazy. Okay.
Do you need to
Sorry.
go check on that?
No, she's got it. I just was like, I think it must be good.
Okay.
Else she would be coming in here going, ah. Oh, Rose. Cutie. I love her. Oh, I bet those were happy squeals. How can I see through it?
It seems that you weren't listening, so I'll state this again in the form of a question. Don't you think I should be asking the question? Don't you think I should be the one asking for questions from now on?
Yes, if you want to be disingenuous and irritating,
Don't you think a clever person should be able to acquire information from someone who only asks questions?
then it's a challenge. I pass.
Do you have a choice? What if I'm feeling a bit stubborn?
Okay, so what you mean is I should continue humoring your lead questions until you happen to ask certain rhetorical questions that contain information I need.
Was that a question?
That was a fact. And then a period.
How does a seer see?
With a crystal ball? I already considered that. I don't think I can get the focus of the ball to zoom in tight enough on the cue ball's enclosure to read the answers.
How else does she see?
By other magical means, I guess. Should I use magic?
Do you believe in magic?
Magic is real. I've been using it.
Are you sure?
Use whatever word you want to describe it. I have magic wands. They're very powerful, and they allow me to be magic. Your questions are silly.
What makes you convinced the wands are responsible for your abilities?
Because I did not have the abilities before I made them.
Could this be circumstantial?
Could it?
Is there an echo?
Is there an echo?
Hee hee.
I don't know what you're getting at. How about another leading question?
What did you combine to make those wands?
Some stuff.
Knitting needles, an inexpensive figure of some fictional fellow with the long whiskers, a simple textbook on the zoology dubious. Why would such mundane combination of objects grant a child such an alarming mastery over dark forces all at once?
I'm guessing this is one of the rhetorical questions meant to be informative. So then, my answer should affirm how ridiculous that sounds, shouldn't it?
Maybe.
That wasn't even a question.
It was?
Okay, magic is fake, the wands are useless toys, and there's something else going on. Next question.
Would it be difficult to believe that the powers you've found to devastate your planet and create shortcuts through your session is not entirely by your own device? Would it also be so difficult to believe the young lady could be unwittingly apprenticed by more powerful entities who meant her potential to be realized later by some arbitrary trigger? What would you say if I said a dutiful girl raised in the daylight was protected by a bulb-headed guardian and learned to glow in the dark after death? What would you say if a vengeful boy on a path of nihilism was taken under the wing of a fearsome angel, or under the wing of fearsome angels, and learned to destroy hope with their light? What would I say? What would you say if I said a reserved girl enamored with what dwelt in the shadows was selected by our horror terrors for service and did their bidding at every step while convinced of her own autonomy?
What would I say to those short fables? Not much, except I gather the third is a story about me, and that there's a lesson you'd like me to take from it. That I should renounce my allegiance before my grimdark corruption is absolute. And while I'm at it, I should discard these useless wands, because apparently the power was in my little black heart all along. Is that right?
So I just want to chat made a point of pointing out that last paragraph that those are references to people in the comic, like each of those three that are
So
referenced.
Rose. This is vengeful boy on the path to nihilism, taken under the wings of fearsome angels. Learn to destroy hope with their light.
Chat has the answers, but don't read it. Try and figure it out.
Oh, too late.
Okay.
I was like,
Right.
Aridin.
Right?
Because he talks about the angels a lot, doesn't
and
he?
he talks about like how he's the something or other of hope, right? But like his solution to the problem is to fucking kill everyone.
And they were like, why are you killing the angels? And then he starts killing everybody else.
Right.
And
then the top one was the one that I had trouble with.
What would you say if I said a dutiful girl raised in the daylight was protected by a bulb-headed guardian and learned to glow in the dark after death?
They straight up had to tell me this one. I don't know how you would get it.
Glow in the dark after death? Dutiful girl raised in the daylight. That would be wouldn't that be the land of light and no, because that's Rose.
So for some reason it's Kanea. I don't know why.
Bulb-headed guardian.
See, I don't remember what her Lussus was. Was it?
Raised in the daylight gives it away. Kanea was the only non-nocturnal troll.
Okay.
Doc was her guardian.
What?
Oh, because remember she does talk about like how he came and left. And like one day he was just gone.
Okay. I had forgotten that.
Yeah. Her Lucis was a virgin mother grub. Wait, what? Kanaya interacted with Doc a lot as a kid. Kanaya started glowing when she turned vampire. Yeah, that's hard because it's like a lot of those clues are like weird auxiliary things that weren't.
Yeah, and that's why when chat goes, this is important, it's like, cool. And then like 2 months later, it's like, do you remember that one time he ate cornflakes?
You're like, no, I don't.
That's how he got superpowers. Don't you see?
Don't you remember that, you idiot?
Yeah. Like, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean?
I'm sorry, my flashcards are in the other jacket. So that's 3 young girls Doc Scratch has influenced. Ah, yes, the cornflakes. This is why so much more makes sense the second time you read. Auxiliary is literally in her handle. That's funny. Also, she was glowing when we first saw her after death. Oh, yes, Aridin, the youngest girl. It's all important. There's so much it's difficult to remember unless you try. Yeah.
I think you would only catch it through a second read through. Like, people in chat are like, when we've been talking, they're like, this is really interesting conversation knowing what I know and stuff like that.
Oh.
That's...
Felt is on posters in Dave's room when you first see him. Oh, interesting. Well, I guarantee you guys there won't be a second reading from me.
Yeah. Like, I don't mean to be like that, but it's like, it's literally the longest piece of fiction in human history, and I am profoundly dyslexic. Like...
Give me a fucking break.
Yes, that's why, like, I mean, I'm rereading bits of it with you, but that's about all I'm gonna do, you know?
Yeah, but you're invested now.
That's why I'm definitely asking, like, chat, because I want to get it one go through, you know?
Dude, if I didn't have chat, I feel like I would have given up a long time ago. Maybe
I attempted to read Homestuck when it was, like, a thing, and I was just like, yeah.
I don't get
it. Like, I got to, like, Gamzee. And then I stopped.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
Wait, you got to like introducing Gamzee or
yes.
Gamzee going? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good try though. I mean, that's pretty
I gave it a go because 2 of my friends that are from the Vinesauce crew were like super into it. Like had their own like fan trolls and everything. Is this a scam call? Yes, it is.
Probably. I got about 4 of those already today.
You know, I haven't been getting as many recently.
That's what somebody else said. They're like, oh, I haven't been getting many. I've been getting more. So I think they're all calling me. So
oh, okay. Well, thank you for taking the hit.
I'm taking one for the team there. I get about 5 or 6 a day. And they always call me early because my phone number is an East Coast number.
Right.
Because I'm in Michigan. And so they think I'm East Coast. So they're calling me at like
They were calling me at like 5 a.m. for a while. And it's like... I don't know what kind of scam you're trying to pull, but calling me at 5 a.m. is not going to make me like
right?
I'm not going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not doing anything right now. Let me sit down and listen to this guy. Yes, You know what?
Super ready for this.
I do need solar panels for my house. I do.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, there's a warrant out for my arrest? Well, shit.
Nice. Thanks for calling me at 5 a.m. to. That's the first
Cool.
thing I wanted to deal with. If you'd called me at,
Come at me, bro. Like, come arrest me then. You know where I'm at.
Yeah. Hussey just knew how to write in a way. I actually, Rev, likes Gamzee, stops reading at Gamzee.
Yeah, I know.
Gamzee would make me stop reading too. Just kidding. You get to I feel like when you get to Gamzee, you're like, all right, am
Like,
I in this?
yeah. Like, I got where it was going, and I was just like... But, like, I do feel like... Really now?
They're blowing you up.
Who the fuck is this?
Maybe it really isn't a spam call. Maybe it's the government.
It is a scam call.
Oh, it is?
This is an urgent message to the vehicle owner. We've been
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
contact you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Every
I've had them
time.
enough that I can quote that, and that's where I hang up.
It's always the same voice, too, that calls from a different
Yeah.
number. They found you, Rev. Okay, let's see.
Where were we?
Bidding every... Okay, I'll say... What would I say to those short fables? Oh, wait, no, I already
No,
did that.
oh, I had to read the bit after you said, is that
Specimen.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Won't you have to give up your respectivus to be the one who causes the scratch regardless? How else will the young man that wield the great big needle?
I don't know, if you say so.
Haven't your friends already shown concern for your recklessness and increased sense of detachment from the party, the team objectives, and not to mention those on your personal quest? Does this worry you? It is part of the... Is there part of you left that is able to worry? I need to go get some more coffee after this page. Do you deny that you've been neglecting incoming messages from your teammates? Would that be in keeping with the spirit of human emotion of friendship for one whose soul was not so befouled by the designs of unknowable monstrosities?
Friendship isn't an emotion. Why is that hard to say for me? Friendship isn't an emotion, numbnuts. Yikes.
Isn't it, Rose? Isn't it?
I've been busy. I'll get back to them. And can we please stop doing the patronizing question thing? In exchange, I promise I'll discontinue my patronizing responses.
Can the omniscient be patronized?
The omniscient or
I don't know if that's a word. That looks like a hussy word.
Omnispotent? Because it's like omniscient and omnipotent put together.
Right. You could
Is that
just
a
say
word?
both of them rather than have this mangled ass word.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
what
a
is
fake
that,
word.
man?
But apparently there's a religion.
We missed one of Rose's most iconic sentences. Which one?
Oh, this one. Yes, it has been mysteriously localized to my middle finger. Could the dark magics be at work again? Oh, that one. But look, omnipotence is... Wait, why is it real? Oh. Yeah, that's just a fake word. You're right, it's a hussy word.
Okay. Very well. I will stop smothering you with surprise noodles.
Huh?
But only because I find you so adorable.
So creepy.
So cute.
Yuck.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I don't like that. Hello, little girl.
Yeah, he definitely... Yeah, Scratch is fucking weird. Like, spoilers, he's a weirdo.
Maybe he's her age and he's just...
No, he's
don't
like
know how old he
immortal,
is.
right? So he's fucking...
Maybe it's like that weird, like... You know how in like an anime they make girls ageless because they're like trying not to be creepy and they're like, oh, I know she looks 12.
Yeah, but she's actually a 300-year-old dragon, and it's like, no, fuck,
so
she's
showing
not.
her getting railed out is not creepy. You're like,
Yeah,
no,
it's like,
creepy.
no, but she looks like a 10-year-old, and she acts like a 10-year-old, so I'm gonna treat her like a 10-year-old.
Yep.
And you putting her in skimpy outfits makes me feel fucking
creepy.
weird and not like I want to watch this anymore.
Dude, the only anime, like I'm usually chill. Like I understand that like to anime there's like a certain level of that you just have to kind of like suspend your disbelief.
Sure.
But it gets the one show I did turn off, I couldn't handle. So I'm a big fan of the Fate series, like Fate
Oh,
Stay Night, Fate, all that stuff.
right.
And they did an offshoot called Prisma Ilia. Basically, one of the characters that's like one of the kind of the characters, she had her own offshoot, like kind of magical girl spin-off. And it was cute at first until like the two little girls started like making out on the playground, and I was like, what in the fuck? And I couldn't do it. I was fucking out. I was like, okay, like I love this show, so I was like really bummed that the offshoot was so fucking high level creepy. But I was like, two like 12-year-olds like tongue dancing in a fucking playground is I'm fucking
Yeah,
out. That's so gross. Yeah, I don't know how I
like
would watch that whole thing. I was judge you. It wasn't good enough to like look past that.
justify that you could just skip that scene and everything would be okay from there on out.
Yeah, I was like, this is too
That's
far.
and it's not
Sometimes
for the benefit
anime.
of the story, it's the benefit of the audience to watch that. And I'm not
Mhm.
benefiting from that scene.
Oh, elegant, Lilligant. Yeah, I saw that and went, nope. It's because you have standards.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty flat. Like I watch Madoka, and that one, with some like overtones. Like I can deal my
It also
tolerance, my
depends on where they're trying to go with those overtones, you know?
yeah, if it's like cutesy romantic, you're like, okay, whatever. But like tongue
Yeah.
blasting on the playground is
And if it's
disgusting.
if it's gratuitous, then it's just like
Yeah, where you're like zoomed in on their tongues, like that's meant to be sexual. It's not
right,
even
you're meant to like be into that
be into
and
yeah.
like
Ugh. Ugh.
it's
Oh my god, we have to move.
okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask the same question I asked earlier. Please do not regard it as a violation of my pledge. It is an ordinary question. It is like those that crop up at an ordinary conversation.
Okay,
How does a seer see?
I don't know.
Be literal.
With her eyes,
Take the orb, ask it a question.
I don't know what to ask anymore. I'm confused.
What would you ask me?
I would ask what I should do next.
Then ask.
What should I do next?
Not me. The ball, dunkass.
Don't gas. I like that. Hold on, I'm
Dunkass
gonna
is a good
grab some
one.
more coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let
get
me.
some more coffee too, because coming up the next couple of scenes are hugely important. So we should probably be
Oh,
able
good.
to understand them. Be right back.
Okay.
Y'all want anything from the kitchen?
A
I'm getting coffee.
bagel.
I got coffee. I got fig bars. You guys want some fig bars? I got like stale-ish bread.
2 slices, please.
It's been in the refrigerator, so it's not like moldy or anything, but it's just kind of like crunchier than usual. It's edible. You could eat it. I made myself a fig bar.
Selling me on
It's
this
actually
bread.
strawberry. You guys like
Bars.
strawberry? I think it's strawberry. No, it's raspberry. Never mind. You guys like raspberry? It's like a fig bar, but it's raspberry. It's good. It's snacky. I also got like salty nuts. They're almonds.
We don't need to hear about your salty nuts, Rip.
You like almonds? I got almonds.
Walk away for 2 seconds and Rev
I feel like
offers
a
the
caveman
stream.
foraging. I got a fig bar and salty nuts.
I walk away for 2 seconds and you're offering the stream your salty nuts. I don't. Sorry, I meant it as a joke. But Japan is Rev. Oh my god. Japan.
All right. I'm
Get
back.
me some family.
What's up?
Oh, there's a walk around game coming up. I'll eat your salty nuts for. Oh no, type runner.
I've been. I got some like salty almonds.
Stop talking about nuts. You're spoiling yourself for X6.
How do you mean that?
What? I think one of the reasons I enjoy talking to you, Rev, is you actually sound a lot like I have this friend Ben who used to be my guild leader when I was playing a ton of Old Republic back in the
Oh
day. Now
wow,
he's a close friend of mine. Yeah, and we've been friends for a few years, but you sound so much like him, and so it like makes me feel like I'm talking to Ben again.
that's cool.
Yeah, you sound. Chat is getting pretty thirsty.
I got water.
Salty baby nut.
No, no.
No, wrong. Okay, let's continue. We got our coffee, we got our salty nuts. We have Rose looking at quizzically at a white ball, asking it a question.
Let me know when you
Whoa.
get to the next text.
Okay, she's zooming in with her Rose answer. Oh, it's popping up. Popping up. Answer Jade. Oh. Okay, we are at Rose and Jade.
Okay, so I'll be Jade.
Okay. Sorry for the delayed response. Answering seems to be what to do right now.
Rose, geez, finally. You sure seem absorbed in whatever you're doing on that computer. Were you talking to someone?
Oh, right. I forgot to give you the code for the crystal. And here I was thinking I could safely delay responding to messages without seeming ass the way it usually works. Oops.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't blame you for not responding. You must be very upset. Are you okay?
Why would I be upset?
Because, I figured you would have found out by now, I guess. You still don't know?
No, what?
About John's dad and your mom? Rose? Hello? Oh, no.
Way to drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Rose!
Yeah.
Traumatized. That's a way to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know your mom's dead? Oh, shit. Let me show you graphically how this looks and show you an
Oops.
image of your mother's blood being slammed all over the ground. Oh, Rose. Okay, I'm at the next one.
One thing I gotta say about Hussey is he does accurately depict how 13-year-olds deal with emotionally stressful situations. You know?
Which
Like,
is,
horribly, incompetently. Like, they have
oh,
no idea what the fuck they're doing. Like, oh,
yeah.
hey, so about your mom being dead.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Oh, you didn't know, my bad.
So your mom's dead. Sorry. But they do also talk about, like, you have, like, Terezi and stuff like that, who, as the chat's kind of pointed out before to me, like, it deals with things by escaping, like,
Mhm.
she'll go into a different world where she's, like, figuring out a mystery, to deal with trauma and stuff like that.
That's a really interesting way of reading it. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, the chat was saying, like, last time when she came into that room with all the trolls that were dead, like when Eridan went ape shit and where Eridan and uh uh who was the other one who went ape shit during that time?
It's fucking everyone.
Yes, Eridan and
Kanea to some degree, and then Gamzee.
Solix.
Solix was
Yeah,
more or less okay there.
Solix got KO during that point. It was
Right,
no.
he was defending himself from Iridan. I don't feel like Solix is to blame for that.
Oh no, it was not Kanaya, because Kanaya was in response, but uh the bitch with the eight with the
Oh, Vriska.
Vriska.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can just call her the
Vriska.
bitch. I understand.
The bitch. I'm still waiting on my bitch shirt coming. Vriska. Yeah, because it was Vriska and Eridan.
Vriska did significant numbers of things wrong.
Vriska. Vriska's like that. So Vriska reminds me of like that bully. And okay, so saying Vriska did nothing wrong is kind of like saying that like I'm gonna put this out there, and this might be controversial, but
Hmm.
it's like saying that like a school shooter did nothing wrong
I would say
because
that's
like
like Iridan is more the school shooter here. Like,
you think.
well,
Well, no, because Eridan, she feels more like the school shooter type because she's like, not in the way that she's like, fuck you guys, like I was bullied kind of thing, but like in the way where people like does something really extreme, really horrible, and you go back through these like people's lives and they're like, oh, well, they were traumatized and You know, like they had this horrible upbringing, so of course they like turned into a psychopath.
Hmm.
You know, that's kind of like what I feel
Let's
like people would do.
okay. Let me definitely clarify, because this is a contentious thing that people have gotten into with the whole Vriska thing.
Hmm.
There are two different things that need to be addressed. Vriska is a well written character, hence
Yes.
why I fucking hate her.
What?
R-
Wait, what?
like, she is an asshole. She is a complete bitch, right?
Yes.
Like, you can hold both of those two things in your head at the same time. Some people think that when you go, I dislike Vriska, they think that you mean I dislike the way that Vriska was written. I like Vriska the way she was written because I get why she's doing the things she's doing. She's just wrong and a bitch.
Oh wait, hold on one sec. What's up? Oh, you're heading out? Okay. Could you just put on a movie for him? Oh, it's on. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just put that up somewhere so he can't mess with. Okay. Thank you. Drive safe. You can. Yeah. Sorry.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of like.
I think that
I
needs to
totally
be
agree with.
like addressed, because otherwise people think that you just dislike the way she was written, which is not the case for me at least.
I agree because I'm the kind of person who I can hate all the characters and
Mm.
love the movie. Like
Right.
where some people are like, everyone was an asshole, I hated everybody, and you're like, no, they were supposed to be assholes. They were supposed to
Right.
be shitheads. You know, like
Right.
that's
I
how they were
like,
written.
and I also like when the villain's motivation is beyond just like I'm evil. Like, she thinks that she is the one that's going to be able to stop the problem. She's going to fix this, you know?
Well, and she clearly has like
She's got a
I
lot
do
of
also
like issues and baggage that she's
yeah.
dealing with.
Well, and that's like why I feel like she takes it out on she takes it feels like she projects a lot onto people. Like more so than any other. I do like her complicated than other ones. And
Right.
so like she's obviously projecting onto Tavros.
Yeah.
You know,
Tavris,
she's
why are you
seeing
so incompetent?
yeah, why
Yeah.
are you so weak? Why are
Like,
you so you know,
make a
so
fucking move. Like, especially when it comes between like their weird relationship. Like,
hmm
she's like, you need to make a move on me. What is your fucking
yeah,
problem? Like, she's definitely
yeah.
projecting there.
Yeah, and she sees her I think she sees a lot of her weaknesses that she struggles with. Like I think I brought this up before when I first met Tavros and together, where it's like relationship with Tavros is her relationship with Doc. Is it Doc Scratch who she talks to all the time? Yeah, where it's like she's being influenced, she feels weak, she feels powerless, you know, she's being manipulated, and so she sees someone like Tavros as weak, you know, manipulatable, you know, and so it's like I feel like she sees herself, like the worst parts of herself, how she feels in him,
Mm.
and so she's like, fuck you, you know, like it's not okay, and she's trying to take out her frustrations with herself on.
I didn't take any of it this far, but I think you're right. I didn't think of it that way. But again, that's kind of why I like her, because I get that she's doing things for a reason. It's not just like, well, I'm just a fucking asshole. I do things for no
Yeah,
reason, you know?
she's not one dimensional for
No.
sure. I could see liking Vriska in that way. Um, but
But
yeah,
that's the
she
difference
definitely
of
is an
liking
asshole.
her as a well written character versus liking her
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah, like if I'm talking about like personality wise, obviously, yeah.
But some
She's
people like her personality, which is the confusing part for me.
that is that's problematic for them.
Yeah.
They should rethink their life choices.
If
Or
you
maybe
like
they're just
Vriska as a person, not as a well written character, you should
then
talk to someone.
are edgy. You're so edgy.
You're very edgy.
I can't even get near you.
Yeah.
You should
Maybe she gets like validated later on.
maybe. I doubt it. Maybe she has like a
I feel like the redemption arc was that conversation with John when she convinced him to not go save his father earlier.
oh right.
And that was supposed to be like you understanding her actions, but
I don't Friska has a lot later. Oh, okay.
okay. Keep reading, says chat. Sure.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rose, please say something. You're making me nervous.
I shouldn't have gone looking for her. Why didn't I?
Because you were busy trying to make the best of the situation?
John was too, but he went to look for his father. It would have been normal of me. I can't remember what I was trying to prove anymore.
This page made me text my parents after stream, by the way.
Aw, I feel like, are you guys doing okay? How you
Like,
doing?
hey, hi y'all. Just checking in. Love you.
You didn't get killed by some weird dog thing, right?
Just like, man, I should text my parents more often. No?
Dude, especially with everything going on right now.
I've been texting them a lot.
Yeah, I think that's like what everybody, like, people are having trouble
Like, I can't go
understanding.
see them because they're definitely,
Yeah.
like, my mom especially is one of those people who's, like, higher at risk. And so it's like,
Oh,
I can't go, you know?
you
So
don't
I'll
want
just
to
text her.
risk it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm sick, but, you know, on the
You
off
don't
chance,
know.
I don't know, you know? I also,
Yeah,
like I
you're
said,
right.
self quarantine just by nature of being who I am. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people like that's where it's hitting them. It's like it's hard to think about like, oh, random old people that they don't know and all
right,
that stuff. But then when you're like, oh wait, my parents are random old people, and
right.
then they're like, oh shit. And
Yeah.
then people kind of take it more seriously. Protect your boomers.
Mm.
Why does FFBF not have a chart?
I've sent you my chart, right? The sex
Yeah.
god bucket thing.
Yeah. It's a bucket. Oh God. I still want to get that tattoo. I gotta make a note actually to draw that picture. Sex god.
Mr.
I
Bucket.
also,
Just write that
yes,
down on a note for someone to come
sex
over and look
god,
at.
Mr. Bucket. I actually, what was I? Oh, I have a note also. I want to make a shirt on our site that
Mm-hmm.
it's just a black shirt
Mm-hmm.
and in text with that looks like this. I don't know what font this is, but it just says "This is stupid."
Yeah.
That's the
That would
shirt
be
I want.
something Rose would wear.
Yeah, I want that shirt. I'm like, it's like the. I would even wear that shirt, courier font. Yeah, that's right. Just "This is stupid," and I feel like that's such like a
And like
like.
pink, maybe, or like this pinkish purple that she writes.
Yeah, I thought about doing it in uh like making a like an all over print where it just says "This is stupid" and it's in the color that is like how many times it's said in the comic, and it's just one long thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can see how many times this is said. But I would just wear a shirt that just says "This is stupid." I feel like that's like a little, and you could even have like duck go right underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says "This is stupid." Yeah, that would
Uh,
be a cool shirt.
that would be. Um, I don't think you should be so hard on yourself about it. John was just being John, and you were just being you, which I guess meant that taking our problems very seriously and putting all our attention into solving them. Anyway, if you and your mom had been much trickier relationship, you and your mom had a much trickier relationship than John and his dad, didn't you? I mean, not that I'm saying that it means that you were any less attached to her than him. All right, I don't know if I'm very good at consoling people. Sorry, Rose. I don't want you to feel worse.
You're doing fine for someone raised by a dog, or really anyone. Thanks.
Ooh, okay. Well, now that we've all lost guardians, making this about me, Dave lost his and I lost mine in a weird way. Even though it was pretty much definitely my fault. And even though the trolls all lost their monster guardians, I think that maybe it's an inevitable part of this game that can be cruel sometimes.
For some reason, despite all the danger. Wait, huh. Oh. Despite all the danger, I never thought she was any trouble. I never believed she would actually die. I grew up with the feeling that something more significant had always been meant for her. That she was a heroine displaced in some way, assigned to the glorious duty of raising, preparing me in a way. I didn't actually need the act of biological verification that she was like a mother and a sister at the same time. I always understood, and I felt she had knowledge and ability beyond what she. It was always intimidating, source of respect, with childlike grudging on my part. I think she was just waiting to catch up with her. Now I can't.
I'm so sad. Rose, I think you're being stronger about it than I am.
Probably because my emotions have no seat to anger. This shouldn't have happened.
Oh, well, I just hope you're not thinking of doing something rash.
I already was. I was going to go to sleep, fly to a sun bigger than our universe, drop a bomb in it, and kill myself. Oh, Rose, relax.
Yeah.
So, if my course of action is to change on account of my, it can, it can only become less, don't you think?
I don't know.
You never liked my plan much anyway.
Well, no, but I was trusting that you had thought it through and was our best hope.
I'm not sure if I did. Maybe it was a terrible plan. I made it without a full understanding of the nature.
Hmm. Then what will you do?
I could stop being so cowardly for. I could short circuit this endlessly expanding game of chess we're playing, like Jack decided.
What does that mean?
Maybe I will go kill Jack myself. Right now.
Oh, no, 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 no. Rose, that would be a much worse plan. He'll probably kill you.
Probably. But the scratch will wipe us out anyway. Reboot conditions of action. I suddenly don't sneak through the black furthest ring for retribution by distant supernova.
You keep cutting in and out, but I think we're good.
Okay.
Um, I think it's like it's picking up on like you. Is your voice to talk thing based on like a certain like limit? It's not like push to talk.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I will just speak
I
up.
think you're just I think that's the line. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I know what you mean. I was angry at Jack and I wanted him to stop too, but I think we have to think of a more sensible way to do it. Coffee still hasn't kicked in.
Whether my existing plan was sensible, I may have been allowing myself to be manipulated by an omniscient being regardless.
What? Who? Hello, ladies. Ah, what?
This is a private conversation. Private even to those who know it word for word already.
Proceed. I will be here, watching.
What a creep.
Rose, who is this?
Ignore him.
We're discussing Miss Lalande's intrepid new variation on suicide. As one with a passion for the subject, I'm intrigued.
Shh. Anyway, if it's true, the gods have selected me to serve it. Maybe the power they've given me is sufficient. Maybe they wanted me to kill him.
Hee hee. Shh. Please, don't, Rose. I know you're angry, but you aren't thinking straight.
Oh, but I am. I'm fully aware I'll probably die and fail. Scratch happens, we start fresh, no recollection, no problem.
No. Jade, as an ambassador of Skya, maybe you'll be willing to talk to some sense into your friend. You should understand that she's been corrupted by various entities with some rather questionable motives. Oh, that's more me. Rose, maybe White Text Guy is right. The Dark Gods gave you all these powers and seem to be helping us with dream bubbles and stuff, but what if they're not actually good? What if the evil demon guys are bad?
Shocker. They're enormous, ugly, and live in darkness. That doesn't necessarily make them bad.
No, but I still don't trust them. If only there were some way to make this determination with certainty, through a reliable source within reach, for instance, at this exact moment. Perhaps one that is spherical and devastatingly handsome. What is this weirdo talking about?
The cue ball.
Oh yeah, I noticed you found it. I was worried it had been destroyed when my room blew up. Is he saying that you can use it?
Yes, and he is right.
Gee, does it work?
It advised me to talk to you just now, so I guess so.
Then maybe you should try it. Jade, no. Yes, Rose, listen to Jade. She is far less manipulative than I.
What are you suggesting I ask it?
Well, since we don't know much about the gods, why don't you just ask it about them?
So you're saying I should ask it if the gods are evil?
I guess that's a way to put it. Even though at this point neither of you is highlighting my text to read it, this idea gets my vote. Go ahead, ask, Seer.
Ask. Ooh. Let's see. Show me.
There's no music on this one, which tripped me up. Just as an aside.
Weird. Uh,
I'm 100% sure someone has like slowed that down and taken screenshots of each individual set of words there. I have no idea what the fuck it
Yeah.
said. I think there was at least one Cthulhu Fatagan in there.
Isn't the Cthulhu guy the one with the cat with the worst name?
Yeah, the cat. Okay, it's not even it was the sign of the times. He was just kind of like that. H.P. Lovecraft's cat. Do you know what the name of his cat is?
Yes, but I'm
Okay,
not saying it on stream.
then I know you know it.
Because it's really bad.
I'm too white to use that word.
There's no correct way to name that cat.
I have two cats, and you know what? Neither of them are named that.
Neither, yeah. He didn't name the cat, but the cat has a bad name. Even pretty racist writers from the time said to HP, like, dude, like, chill, holy shit.
Yeah, but he was a weird dude. Was it the Fresh Air, that horror story he wrote was apparently about like him being afraid of air conditioners?
What a weirdo.
Yeah, he got better. He definitely had something going on with him.
He went through some dark times.
Yeah,
I like to troll my friend. I have a friend who's Lovecraft, and I'm like, you know, H.P. Lovecraft is racist. Are you racist? And he's like, stop it.
I think at the end of his life he realized that he was being an asshole.
Yeah.
But also he was an asshole for a while, you know?
Like everyone's like, oh shit, it is a bad name.
Yeah, everyone's looking it up and they realize now why we're not saying it on stream.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying the gamer word.
Gamer years before. Nope, RL cat. The story was based off this cat. Lovecraft apology video.
100
H.P.
ads.
Lovecraft was Vriska.
Mm.
Air conditioners were new at the time. Now are we allowed? Don't type it in chat.
Yeah,
please.
don't type in chat. No, you can go ahead and just look it up if you're curious on what we're talking.
Yeah.
What word could we not say that could refer to a black cat? Imagine you're really racist.
Just put yourself in what you should never ever
name a black cat.
Like what you're like super racist, like down south, like grandpa named their cat, and you're like, grandpa, you can't fucking say that.
That's the other thing is like because I've got a bit of a Texan accent, I can't like not even jokingly like even approach those words. Like it sounds so much worse with a southern accent.
Yeah, those words were meant to be said in a southern accent. Like, fucking yikes. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Let's move on. Yeah.
This is Gamzee wearing Eridan's glasses. Equius's glasses, sorry. I will always mess those two up.
Right.
Oh wait, no. Sorry. This is Vriska. Or Kanaya. God!
Yep.
I can't.
You can tell that she's glowing in this one. Okay, so is she glowing because Twilight? Because that was a thing right about this time.
Maybe.
Just put that together.
She be
glowing. And is she reading that?
Yes.
I guess she's able to see that through the goggle or glasses.
Yes.
Okay.
Go dark. Okay, you want to read this?
Okay. You slip into the fabled Black Death's trance of the Woe Gothics, quaking all the while in the blood eldritch throes of the blood-festered tongues. You advise the members of your complacency not to be alarmed, as they chronicle the events in tomes bound and tanned, writhing flesh of a tortured hell scholar, with runes stroked in the black tears bled from corruption-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary cultists. But they do not fail to be not alarmed.
Ooh, I like this frame. That's cool.
So, okay. So you know how who is it that was talking to her and was like, I think it was Kanea that was like, I can't see what happens to you after a certain point.
Oh, that was Kanaya because they were hanging out.
So this is what happened. I don't understand what this means.
Oh.
This is the
why she goes grimdark?
Yeah, she goes grimdark.
Well, that's because her parents are dead, right?
Right. I feel like she was on the cusp of making a really stupid decision, and then her mom died.
And she's like, fuck it.
Yeah, and she's angry.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I
I mean,
think
she kind of going like Sasuke here.
a little bit. This is because, as painfully obvious to anyone with a brain, you've gone completely off the deep end in every way. You have eventually gone grimdark. Resist the urge to seek revenge. You make a
Lord.
half-hearted attempt to resist the urge.
Ooh, that's
Alas,
cool.
one is not easily shaken from the brood fester tongues.
Ooh, there's a little flesh.
This is another one that should have music but doesn't. Like,
Oh, she's going up. This is Dave's planet. Oh, that's it. Okay. And what's stacked at the top there? That is.
I have no idea. There are stubborn throws. Big man, request timeout. And then the art goes bad. Alright, homies. Every Bobby, all y'all hold up. The big man wants to take a timeout. Wreak some havoc. The big man's about to wreak some havoc in the yard. The court is on fire. And then you see her dunking in the background. So this is the page that I stopped on, just as an aside.
Oh, sweet. So we're now officially synced up.
Yes. Apparently there was also like a 2-week hiatus somewhere in here.
Oh, I wonder.
Which is that's another thing we get to skip is the month-long like huge pauses of just not knowing what the fuck is happening and having to reread the same part of the comic again, just trying to guess what could happen, and then
What am I speculating?
Yeah.
There was, hence the timeout.
Play Bilbo. No, Bilbo, not now.
We have to get through.
We have to achieve something this stream.
I know. Well, how funny it would be if we like got all the way up to where we synced up and then we stopped and we didn't actually get
I was a little worried about that, to be honest. I've been looking at the time and I'm like, we're not going to make it.
Okay, go.
Okay. Request ruler. Come on, dude. Dude, come get this ruler. Check this out. Hurry, dude. Look, she's escaping from above.
Oh, it's our buddy. And it's Jeremy with dressed up as an exile. It's fucking horrifying.
It's weird. Okay, dude, nah. Okay, how am I going to wreak some havoc in the yard with a meter, you Trump ass? Ahaha.
What?
Again, with the metric system, what is it even with you and units, man? It's like you must be toking up on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their rings lying around like that.
Oh, the rings.
It is so infuriating. Shit, where's the manager?
Oh, is that what that said?
I think that's what that says.
I think you're right.
Dude, no, let me show you. No. 8.56 centimeters. Dude, you gotta snap it broke ways. Fuck no.
Centimeters.
Oh. What?
Centimeters.
Okay.
Okay.
Snolp.
Oh.
You want to go for that word down on the bottom there?
Splinters. I like that.
It was at this point when you got distracted by the author's hot self-insert. Who are you expecting, the Easter Bunny? You probably want to know how involved the big man wants to get with the story. Spelled wrong, but still pronounced right. How much will he fuck this up? Well, all you gotta say to that is, who want to know?
Oh my god. Ugh.
These
like close up like artifact images like successfully make me feel weird and uncomfortable. I don't know why.
I'm surprised that like I really do appreciate Hussey's just absolute like what's the right word? Contempt for his audience at times. And everyone's fine with it. Like, it's admirable.
Important in the dumbest way.
Yeah.
Of course.
I want to know. Please tell me, and please be smug about it.
Woo!
Oh,
This
god
is.
damn it.
That's
Fuck
upsetting.
you.
It's upsetting to look at.
Yeah.
It's like looking. It's like if text could have an ST. That's how it would look. Just uncomfortable, and it feels like if I get close to it, I'm gonna catch something.
Yeah. All right.
You
I'll get.
got this.
Oh, it's me. All right. All right. As the indulgent self inserts grow in frequency, you may find yourself increasingly afraid that my direct interference with canonical events approaches inevitability. But you should understand that I am dealing with forces which, if handled recklessly, will nullify the basic ability of intelligent beings in all real and hypothetical planes of existence to give a shit. It would be stupid of me to mismanage these forces, and even stupider of you to worry about it, because if it would be stupid for you to think I was stupid. And in fact,
This.
I feel a little dumber just thinking about it. When the time comes, I will interact directly with the events of the narrative, but this moment will be responsibly confined to a passive intervention. It will be compact, surgical, and essential. My involvement will have such precision that, even if I manage to quantify it in a unit of physical measurement, it will be involved in only the narrow corridor of space through which light will pass in 3 nanoseconds. My window of influence, end to end, will be exactly 1 yard. Anyway, let's get back to John. So, can I just say how much I hate that was like, because of dyslexia, I was able to read that better for some reason. So is this how I need to like, if I
Oh,
want to read the news, do I have to do that to
oh
like
my
all
god.
of the things that I read? Like, do I have to make the rest of Homestuck like this?
Uh-huh. It's like
I don't like
literally
that.
looks like it's crawling on
It
the
hurts
screen.
me.
Uh-huh. It like does something weird to my eyes.
I just deep fry everything.
Just deep fry all your words. It's in
Yes.
Comic Sans, which is apparently good for dyslexia.
I've heard that, but I don't think
Really?
that's true. I think that's a Tumblr thing that someone
But
messed around and
why?
well, I don't know. I think just someone had a friend who's like dyslexic and they hated them, so they're like, let me spread a rumor that Comic Sans is good for dyslexic people so I can
It
force my
says
friend to have to
here.
deal with it.
Which fonts are good? It says what? It says it's
It was not designed for easy reading for
hating Comic Sans list. Oh, come on. No, that's not true. Dyslexia. Comic Sans is the most decisive font.
See, Comic
Dyslexia.
Sans it's an artifact of an older time because it was meant to be a font style that existed on lower resolution monitors, but it continues to exist, so they upscaled it, but it doesn't look good upscaled. It worked fine back in the 1980s when your monitors sucked ass, but now that we've got new computers with new resolution, it just looks bad, and it's now kind of just the default for all like attempts for people to do typography, and it's bad.
Apparently, yeah, it looks like some dyslexic people find that Comic Sans is one of the more readable and have used it on the website in the past. Weird. Looks like there's a few different fonts that they say are easier to read
Yeah, I think
for.
some is the key there. Like I'm gonna be a hard ass about this and disagree with chat because I don't want to have to read everything in Comic Sans. I don't want Comic Sans to be everywhere.
That's your life now.
Yeah,
With being dyslexic, you also have to look at the world in Comic Sans
yeah. It's
forever.
like I'm already punished enough. Like, just let me live life without Comic Sans.
That's like some cruel joke. Like the doctor comes back and they're like, "We've cured your dyslexia," and you're like, "Oh yes, doctor." And they're like, "All you have to do is convert everything to Comic Sans." You're like,
Yes.
no.
Here, read this. And it's one of those wall charts, but it's in Comic Sans.
You're like, just tears are rolling down your eyes as you read perfectly. You're like, you're like, I'm sorry. Oh shit, that's so funny. Okay. All right, I think we have a flash here.
Okay, locate tumor.
Oh shit. Oh, this
Oh,
has no sound either.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm a little bit behind you. Right, because he was using his windy powers to just dig a hole.
Oh, it was short. Okay.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
I do like the quality of the art as it's like progressed.
Oh, for sure.
I think this is why there were as many breaks as there were, because just doing this amount of art assets is a bitch, you know? Even though
It's
like all he
a
has to
lot.
do to animate this is just like juggle the guy, it's
It's
still
still
yeah.
do all the time.
Yeah. Look
Looking.
inside.
Ooh. Oh, it's counting down. Oh yeah, because they did say the tumor is really just a bomb, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Take tumor. Return to surface. Oh, he
Was
just
that easy?
okay.
It was really that
I was
easy.
expecting a little bit more than that, but I guess that is how they've been picking things up this entire time.
I thought there's a limit to what you could put in your capture log. Oh, he's all right. He's out of there.
CD approach locals.
Oh.
If you and your rabbit friend approach a gentleman wrapped in fine white cloth and his courteous cohort, a young man riding a great gust of wind. You are impressed and you forget what you're supposed to be doing. Reunite with Liv Taylor.
Oh.
Sweet, precious, beautiful Liv Taylor. You thought you had lost her forever, just like Bruce Willis did when he blew himself up on a nuclear bomb in the center of an asteroid the size of Texas. His heroism and fatherly pride were also the size of Texas. But your love for Liv is not fatherly. Oh no, the reunion is with no loving daughter, but a loving movie star, fantasy crush, who happens to be in the form of a robot bunny who has traveled through time and been given as a gift on 5 separate occasions, twice by you, and thrice by you, and originally fished out of a sewer by Nicolas Cage on the silver screen. You forget the point you were trying to be making. Did you watch Armageddon?
I mean, when I was a child.
Right, when it came out.
Yeah, when I was younger. And
Don't
then they
Want to
had
Miss a Thing is a fucking creepy ass music video.
with where she's watching on all the screens.
Well, like, but no,
We should
like
put
that's what's his name's from Aerosmith's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
So he's writing like, look at the words for that song, and he's writing that about his daughter.
But
I mean,
he's
for a
writing
movie, but it's also like,
I mean, yeah, but he's like, I mean, it's for the movie.
yeah, but it's also like,
I mean, I think you're stretching.
fair enough. But you know what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah, it is kind of like I always forget that that's Steve Tyler's daughter.
Has she been
Honestly.
anything else?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, she was the elf chick, right?
The elf chick. Yeah. Yeah, she was Aragorn Bow. What was her name?
Elf chick.
Elf chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was her name? She elf. Elfess. Megan Fox was sexually what? I don't know what that. Elf chick.
Someone was talking about Megan Fox, and that's how they got there.
Miss Elf. Glassbrain is not being helpful. What was her name?
I don't know. I don't know enough about.
Titty
Listen,
Elf's girlfriend.
all I know about, all I know about fucking Lord of the Rings is pretty much like Bilbo Baggins, the song, which instead of Happy Birthday is the song that I've been singing anytime I wash my hands. Just the
Is
verse,
Bilbo?
but yeah, the verse where he fucks the goblins
Oh my god.
and bottles the troll.
That's what you've been singing while you watch.
Yeah, so that's been fun.
Rev admits it, so you admit it. Galadriel. Wait, no, that's not Galadriel.
What? Arwen?
Is it Arwen? I think you're right. Arwen.
Uh
I do like Aragorness.
huh.
Arwen was the half-elf's daughter of. Ooh, this person just laid.
Someone knows
Laid
something. Someone read the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, that.
Yes.
Galadriel is dubiously righteous elf goddess. Yeah, Galadriel's the blonde one, and then Arwen's the brunette. Goblin fucked. Okay, let's
Yeah.
continue this.
But you're wondering where all her sweet weapons went. She indicates in a language of plush toy pantomime that she has no idea. They all blew away in the breeze. Donk. Duke, actually.
Excuse me? That's Duke.
Retrieve tiny hammer. This tiny hammer is so ridiculous. It's too bad that it's not the right size. You would love to wallop some imps with such a fanciful weapon. You realize that you could just go around giving them good bops on the head with it, like a silly gavel. No, that would be too absurd, even for a great prankster like you. You will discard this rubbish immediately. Why does it move? Because robot? It's been a bit since I've seen this thing, and it's just, what?
The little robot bunny?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anything that starts with Y in Homestuck, I feel like I'm sure I missed this at some point.
Yeah. I feel like all of these things either have been explained or will be explained, and I need to just shut up and read. But also, like, I feel like chat should understand that I have no idea what's going on.
Ooh, people are getting excited. Something's about to happen.
Wait, what's this? Miss Tyler is handing you a note. Read note. You want to read this wall of text?
Yeah.
I had to read the Comic Sans.
Who's Jay?
What?
Who's reading that?
Probably Jade in my... That would be my guess.
John. Him. Not
Jade. Okay.
We don't know yet.
Who's Jade?
Oh,
we don't
okay.
know. Okay, cool.
New.
It's Jade's pen pal. Okay.
One more thing. This rabbit, I'm sure you've noticed, is armed to stitches. He's got all 4 of his funny little weapons I mentioned, theater all deadly as the fucking Dickens, but that doesn't mean they are meant exclusively for the paws of Mr. Terry Kaiser. That is the name I call him. Heck no. You see, I adapted Terry with some doodads you may deem practical. An infinite which I used to littlefy them down in the first place, as well as a monstrous here. I don't know how to say these. Or when you would like to hugen them up and wield them yourself. He's surely got enough juice in him to make them enormous if you wish. But that's silly. What would you even do with, say, a magic needle the size of a skyscraper, for instance? Preposterous. I borrowed this technology from my grandmother, who had quite the way with manipulating space. Legend tells she was something of a witch with this stuff. Once she was a brave hero like you and I, John, and the stars themselves twinkled in her cauldron. I would like to tell you who my grandmother is, but I can't. I think I have trouble keeping secrets. I like to be honest just like you, and a lot of secrecy after has me feeling a bit jaded. Oh, I wonder who it is.
Yeah, honestly, okay. So here's my guess. Don't confirm or deny this, chat, but my guess is that this is... So they go through with the scratch, they reset the universe, all of them make it through, and so now they're trying to manipulate past them into doing the thing the right way the second time around, and so this is Jade, right?
But that would mean she's her own grandmother, right?
I mean,
but she does not talk like Jade. She could be Jane, Jane who's like the alpha, the baby.
I have no idea. Maybe
because Jane, I bet it is Jane, because Jane is alpha version of Jade, I think. Everyone's so upset. Oh my god, everyone's stopping. Okay.
I'm like, who the fuck is Jane? But I'm like, maybe I just missed some shit. I don't know what's happening. Sure.
Everyone's freaking out. Oh my god.
Chat's like, don't do spoilers, and then you're like, what if I did them instead?
God, I don't know. I only know.
That's the problem is we don't know when we're talking spoilers.
We saw the babies.
Right?
In the babies.
She gets spoiled by merch. Oh, that's right. You do get to know more things than I do.
Kind of. I have like out of context names and characters, but I don't know how they...
Mr. Bucket?
Yeah, like I don't know what the relevance of. Like I know there's a character named Jane. I know she's like post... Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I'm about to get into spoiler. Next phase. Green means grow, red means shrink. See you soon, pal. Well, also she talks somebody said that Jane was a problematic character, and I could see this girl seems a little sassier. So whoever that character is, I don't know her relevance quite yet. Oh my god, everyone's telling us stop. That was close. Everyone says, okay, I'm sorry. I know, I almost said what I think. Okay,
I
I'll
could
stop.
walk away from the computer for a minute and you could say your theory and then chat could be mad at you.
Oh, wait.
Here, hold up.
Okay, walk away.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna have chat. I'm gonna have it so I can see your screen. Just wave your arms wildly once you're ready for me to come back. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, I'm away from the computer. I can't hear you anymore.
So post scratch. So Rev is right, is what you're saying, is that they do the scratch because those kids are called alpha's called post scratch, right? So that would be that Jane would be, it's a guy, a little. Rev is such a poo, am I right? It's Jane's pen pal. You're sort of right. Mayhaps. But Jane is not a little, yeah, close. No spoilers. You're getting closer. It's not Jane. Oh, I got the wrong alpha. Oh, so it's one of the, I just assumed it was Jane because Jade. Oh, is it Dave? Not Dave. Dave's bro? It's Cassie. No. Okay, joke. Okay, no. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna call Rip. I don't actually know.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
All right. Chat, can you guys spam just letters in chat for a minute so that way I don't read anything spoilery?
Okay, flush chat, hide the spoilers.
Yeah, just flood chat. I'm not looking at the screen right now. Thank you. There you go. Good job, guys.
Oh my god.
Hey, fuck the goblins! Thank you.
Really good about it's flooding the chat. And any excuse to say come, apparently.
Yeah, it's chat.
Okay, we'll continue.
Grandmother? You wonder who that could be. It's probably just Jade, but with all the time shenanigans. Huge and Hammer.
Oh. Oh.
Warhammer of Zillyhoo. 1 zillion, whatever that is. You got the Warhammer of Zillyhoo. Oh, behold the glory of Zillyhoo. On 3, we click it. Oh, it's going to be a flash, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, click.
Oh, it actually loaded. I was expecting it to not.
Do you remember back in like the early? I
can't hear you over the chanting.
Oh, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
What the fuck, though?
Okay.
Isn't that John's canonical voice? I can't imagine John has that deep of a voice.
He's got a. I mean, that was kind of an alto voice.
Yeah, but I still like. He'd be like a tenor though, right? Like he's baby.
He is baby. Maybe he's got a beautiful voice for a. Carcat is afraid. Deep ass voice, 13-year-old. No, I was gonna say that reminds me of 2 things. One, did you know that the early 2000, 2009, that those are called the aughts?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard that, and it makes me feel like I should have a potato farm.
Yeah, they're like in the early aughts, and I was like, the what now?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're called. Like, why? Who decided that? Because I would like to weigh in on that.
Has she seen The Baby Is You? I'm pretty sure she has.
I did, and it will never go away.
Yeah.
Also, do you remember how in the early aughts that Gregorian chant was like? I think I.
Do you remember Gregoria?
This too. Gregoria?
The band, Gregoria.
I remember Gregorian chant being like a real like thing that people listen to, like with like almost like house music. You remember that? Was Gregoria in that?
Gregoria was a group of like I think they were monks. You can look them up on YouTube. But their thing was they did covers of like songs, but as a Gregorian chant.
Oh.
So like Nothing Else Matters by Metallica and
Oh, I could see that being popular. That's cute.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. But they have these really tacky, awful robes.
What are they called? Gregoria?
Yeah, spell Gregorian wrong into YouTube.
Oh, how do you spell it wrong?
Just spell it like what you'd think Gregoria would be spelled like. I
I mean,
don't
I
remember how
did,
it's
but
spelled.
it was real. Like I spelled it right the
Oh
first
fuck.
time.
With an O?
Greg
Oh, that's some monster thing.
Gregoria. Gregoria.
Like
Oh,
with
that
an
just
O
sounds.
in there? Let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not pulling this up.
Gregoria.
And? No. Gregorio? No.
Gregor. Band. No. What? No.
I bet you don't even remember King Hammurabi? Damn Zoomers. I think you're making this up.
Um,
Gregorio.
it's apparently just Gregorian. Apparently, I'm just fucking wrong. That's the
Gregorian.
problem. Yeah.
Oh.
If you put
yeah.
Gregorian chants, band, 90s, nothing else matters, it comes up.
90s.
Yeah, the images are pretty good.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Let's skip ahead here. Oh my god, these robes.
Right? They're like silk or
Right?
something.
Bright orange. It's funny actually because somebody was saying, like I did see a meme online that was like, kids these days will never believe us when we tell them that, you know, when we were younger that Gregorian chant was like actually a thing.
Right. That
That, like
people.
it was popular.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I do remember. I think they mentioned it in what was that Netflix series that Will Smith's kid was in? Did you ever see that one?
No.
That one is great. I forget what the name of it is. Neo
Oh,
Yokio.
it was good. It looked terrible.
It is, but
It
in the
was
way that you would want it to be.
really.
Yeah, like it's worth a watch. Don't expect like the most just great writing. It's meant to be a little bit shit.
Oh, is it kind of like self-aware, tongue-in-cheek?
Very much so. Like they make like a mixed drink martini that's like a caprice, which is like made with cheese,
What?
and it's like supposed to be like the fancy new thing. It's like it's dumb. It's really dumb. I think you deserve a big Toblerone. Great
Big
lines.
Toblerone. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when what's it? Yokio or whatever came out. Real Gregorian chants are good. Let's try it. Liturgical chants in the Middle Ages and Byzantium are fucking great.
I've been listening to what the fuck is that called? I was gonna say Bahram, but that's not right. It's the weird thing they have on ships.
The weird thing they have on ships?
Hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, a hurdy-gurdy.
I've been listening to hurdy-gurdy stuff.
Hurdy-gurdy music. That's like my sister's character in D&D plays a hurdy-gurdy. Her bard, that's all they play is a hurdy-gurdy.
I know a dude with one.
Really?
Yeah?
Do they know how to play it?
I don't know.
There's like just one of those things where like they just pull up for the lulz. Like, check out my hurdy-gurdy, ladies.
Yeah, Fred. He does the series Down the Rabbit Hole. If you look up hurdy-gurdy, his video about hurdy-gurdy shows up, and he talks about how he owns a hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy. It's a fun word.
Hurdy-gurdy. How exactly does it? Patty Hurdy. Patty Gurdy. The hurdy-gurdy. Wow, that's
What?
meta shit. There's one that says my new 18-string hurdy-gurdy, but it's uploaded by Patty Gurdy.
The hurdy-gurdy player? Patty Hurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy, the patty-gurdy, hurdy. Patty-gurdy, the hurdy-gurdy play. Aye. Yeah, we're not gonna get to whatever the game is. That's okay.
Yeah, that might be
We'll
worth that might be worth doing on our own, just because I do not
Yeah.
think that we're actually gonna ever get there.
No, Down the Rabbit Hole is a good history of the hurdy-gurdy. Try saying that. We got to the best Flash though.
That's Fred Newson, who runs that channel. He does a lot of his stuff is like, why am I shilling someone else's work? He does like internet history. It's sort of like Hollywood stories, but for like internet stuff, like internet people, and it's like what happened to them, and almost every single.
You know what? Did I watch that guy? What's his name again?
Fred Newson, spelled in the weirdest way possible.
Newson.
He did Wings of Glory, I think was the one that everyone saw because it got trending on YouTube for a bit.
Newson.
It never goes well for anyone involved. Wings of Redemption, yeah.
Is it Frederick
Knudsen, spelled with a K?
Oh no, I haven't seen this guy. Never mind.
It's good if you want. Like they're never happy endings. It's always like they die anonymously in a like van because they're homeless now, and it's like
I'm subscribed to this
Some of them, none of them are. His videos are great. No, he does a good job, but they don't end well. And I was telling him that I was like, man, these always end depressing. He's like, the hurdy-gurdy one didn't, and I'm like, the hurdy-gurdy one had people with leprosy, dude. Like,
that's not happy for you.
Yeah, not so much.
Subscribe to his second channel. Oh shoot, he has a second channel. What? Whatever. I'm subscribed. He can take my subscription. Some do, but some aren't finished. Yeah. Oh, I'm subscribed to his second channel already. Okay, but I just subscribed to his first one. Things. Oh, okay. Neopets died homeless in a car.
Yeah, they were joking about. I was saying like how they all end that way, and apparently did one on Neopets, and how it was a front for Scientology.
Wait, was it really?
Yeah, they bought it out. I forget exactly the story, but they bought it out as like a means to, I guess, spread Scientology or something.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this later.
He does a good job researching stuff.
What? So long, Scientology, and thanks for all the dosh. Wow. Interesting. Well, we can get a few more pages in.
Yeah. Someone wants us to get to what?
What are we getting
36.95? I don't know if that's happening in 8 minutes, but here we go.
We'll see.
You are delighted for your new Brad Hammer and cool Hugenings abilities of Liv Tyler or Terry Kaiser, whatever her name is. Who the hell is Terry Kaiser anyway? Probably a movie star from the future. Who cares? Your bunny will live for life. Hearts, hearts, hearts. You wonder what other neat things you can get Liv to monstrosify with her sweet eye beams. I don't know who Terry is.
Me either.
Wait, what happened to her green eye? Why is she feverishly gesticulating towards the fellow in the ghost sheets? This is so ridiculous. You cannot turn your back on these people to admire your beautiful hammer for even a moment. You think that it is enough fooling around. It's time to get down to business again. Serious business of being an important heroic leader. Wear hood, be the leader. You are not their leader, you are their friend. There's a big difference. You prepare to issue your party a highly authoritative series of friendly requests. First, you request that everyone settles down and the squat fellow mediates between the two bickering parties and patches up Liv's missing eye in a way that I dislike. So then that's the fucking they got a fucking like hate each other relationship between the two of them, and he's getting in the middle of it, and he used that symbol because fucking this comic.
Because fucking this comic.
Allspice, yes. Auspices.
The allspice, yes.
That's how I've been referring to it because I can't pronounce that word because it's not a real word. It's a very hussy word.
Because BW eats green, so he ate the eye of the bunny.
Wait, what? That happened?
Yeah, apparently
Wait, what
off
is this
campus.
about him eating green? I don't remember that.
I remember him eating pages. I didn't remember specifically green. Like I know he ate like words and stuff.
Now, what was she saying about green does one thing and red does the other?
He's eating green
Green
things.
makes things grow, red makes them shrink. Okay, so that's a problem.
I like how everyone's like, he's been eating green things back too. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know,
Yeah, I was absolutely
sorry.
paying attention to him eating grass, broccoli, all of those other green things he ate.
At the first time he ate uranium. Yeah, I don't. You
I
guys.
don't like that was like over 2,000 pages ago. That was like 2 months ago. Again, the cornflakes.
Oh no! Guess what?
What?
Guess what? I think my neighbor is
Uh,
trying to come over and knock on my door, and she just like saw me through the window,
oh.
and I'm scared because now like I can't go answer the door because it's weird.
Yeah.
But now she's seen me and she
So
knows
she knows that you're home. Well, what the fuck does
she
she
knows
want?
I'm here. I don't. She's got like a little kid on her hand. She probably wants to introduce her grandchild to my grandchild.
Well, there's a pandemic?
I know, right?
The
Get out of
fuck?
here!
Leave.
Go, go, go! Get the fuck out of here! Don't answer. Yeah, dude. Sometimes she like will look at me through my window.
What the fuck
And
is that?
yeah, like because like so my window to my office slash bedroom faces the driveway, and so like her cars are like right there. But sometimes we'll like catch eyes, and then it'll be weird, and then she'll like wave through my window, and she'll start talking. Like open my window. It's like I don't like it. I don't
No.
like it. I don't like
No.
it. Yeah, I
I, I
don't.
I can tell you right now, I have no idea if I have neighbors in the apartment complex that I live in. I'm vaguely aware that there might be someone who lives right next to me on one side, but not the other. I don't think anyone lives above or below me. I have no idea. I haven't met them.
Our when these people moved in, they've been like super like our neighbors like invite us up things. We've been in their house. They
I
like
don't want to know
bring
people.
stuff. It's weird. It's weird. I get it's like kind of like they're older and they're Mormon and they're just
They're
like
trying to be nice.
yeah, but they get really upset because my house is not like I used to have this huge tapestry that was just like covered in like satanic sigils behind my couch.
As one does.
She, as one does, and so she'd like come in.
Yeah.
Do you? So you're like, are you like Wiccan or?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hail Satan. Anyway, bye.
yeah. Okay, bye. Might want to keep reading to actually Grimdark. I told you I'm Rose. I am Rose. Yeah,
Did
my
they
boss makes fun of my house.
did they assign you Rose, or did you assign
Yeah.
yourself that?
When I first started reading Rose, I started relating to Rose is like me as a kid.
Mm,
I was a lot like Rose.
I
Cassie was designated Rose. Yeah.
okay, and I was
Cassie Rose,
designated
Rev
Dave.
Dave.
I see. That's the thing is, I wasn't like Dave as a kid. I was probably closer to John or like something like that. You know, like not cool. Like
Canon
kind
Rose.
of a dork.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a lot like Rose. I was very like edgy. Um, I'm still like that, like kind of like I still have a lot of cringe edge in my life. Like I'm that one who like will go to the store and like pick up all the I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick up the crucifix and hang it upside down in my house, like
I've
I'm
I mean, like, I don't take down my Halloween decorations. They're just up year round.
yep, that's what you gotta do it, man. I
Yeah.
got I wish someday I'll take the stream on a tour of my house. It's really weird in here. It's gotten um my boss used to make fun of it because he's like, is that like the satanic sigils are gone. That was my ex. Took the way out. But yeah, I have a lot of really weird stuff. I have a big taxidermy uh bobcat in what I call my book nook.
Mhm.
And I have like curtains hanging all over my house. Like
If you ever
it's like
come to Austin, we got to go to fucking like the Glass Coffin and stuff like that.
dude, what's the glass coffin?
Glass Coffin is a local curiosity shop run by a gay vampire.
What?
Yeah, so it's like
Dang.
all of that weird shit that you'd probably just go broke buying. Like if you want like I don't know some weird like I don't know. It's great. Yeah. The one weird thing about it is he commissioned a painting of himself, like partially nude, and it's like repeated all over the shop.
Oh my god, I want to go. I should go. Oh man, I should go out to Austin. I've been wanting to go to Austin because it's like one of those like triangulated Austin,
Right.
Olympia. You know, like it's just one of the hipster places
It
that
definitely is.
hipster meccas that I feel like I need to go visit.
Well, he's
It's
got a
not that far,
Jersey accent, by the way, for anyone who's like, what?
because of course he does.
Yeah, like so it's kind of weird because like I don't know when I expect vampires I expect like Transylvanian accent, not Jersey.
Jersey makes it so much better though. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I, I feel like, oh hey baby. I feel like in real life. Come here. Can you want to sit with me for a minute? What's up, Buttercup? Yeah, Nell's out of school. 6 weeks for the plague.
Yeah, the glass coffin dot rip if you wanna.
The glass coffin. I gotta look this up.
Yeah, www.theglasscoffin.rip is there.
You do not put www in, do you? Like an old person?
No, I just googled it because I couldn't remember what
Oh,
it was,
okay.
and
I
it
was
is
like,
it is a dot rip, which I didn't think was a thing. But taxidermy, Vlad the Impaler, skulls,
adorable.
purses, yeah.
The Satanic Bible. Oh, can you order stuff online?
I think so. I mean, they're probably not open right now.
Oh my god.
Like, I
This
really
actually
regret
isn't
making
crazy
my
expensive.
art like my website.com. I didn't know .rip was a thing I could have done. I would have
I think you can do
absolutely
like dot
done.
anything.
No, I
Oh
just
my
didn't think that was a thing. I would have done it had I known.
Oh, I want the mummified sold out. Oh my god.
And there's another website or another store that's like right next door, but is only open like 2 days a week, and it's always at weird times. And it's
Oh
just
my
weird shit you
god.
can't buy, but it's like associated.
Somebody buy this for me. I want this. Oh my god. This is so cool.
This shop is super small though,
I'm sure.
because
Oh my
it's
god.
hyper specific stuff.
Oh, I want this. Everything cool sold out though.
Yeah.
Framed mummified flying fetal pig. It's adorable. What is this? Oh my god. Yeah, I would love stuff like a little. Everything's sold out. They need to restock. Even the bat. Oh, this one's not sold out. Mummified bat on black frame.
They
Cute.
might be sold out just because
baby.
pandemic.
Oh.
Is this the glass coffin? It is indeed. Cool shop. Guy was nice, like, appropriately gothy. Like, was nice to me, but, like, didn't really want to interact.
Oh, here we go. The immunity salve. Based on the thieves of Black Plague lore, this ancient array of herbs to protect those who wore it from the Black Death. I need this.
Yeah, that's a good time to have that.
I know. Why is this not being shilled like crazy right now? That's what I need. That's what we need. Strylond Astor. This is a Strylond Astor. Is that why Rev and I both like it? Oh, it's cute. Yeah, it looks like an old a house.
Yeah, it's they like it's where we got like they decided to like kick a bunch of people out for like shops. It kind of sucks, but so now all these places that used to be like houses in like the 50s are like shops.
Oh, they have funeral things. Adorable. Wow, yeah, they need to restock.
I think it's just the one dude running it though, so that's probably why it's like that.
That could do it, yeah. That's so cute. Oh, they have little. Oh, they have this. This sticker.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
Pin. So that.
That guy
funny,
getting, I forget which one's him, but that's the one. Yep.
That's so the painting that's based on.
That's the one that he's got hung up around the shop. Fucking like, there's just a pile of them on one corner of the shop.
I used to have that. Yeah, that painting was it was hanging behind our bed. And
Wait,
it was,
what?
Yeah, like a print of that specific painting. And the funny thing was that
That's the
so
guy who
he
runs the shop.
oh no, not this version. So there's
Oh,
a based on a real classical.
I was gonna say that's hyper specific.
No, this is just his version of the like I can't remember who did the original, what the artist's name is.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's not Goya,
It
I don't
seems like a
think.
Goya thing to do, but
Maybe
I
it is
don't
Goya.
think like that doesn't seem like his style. Like it's
I
dark, edgy enough for Goya, but like the painting style looks different, right?
I think it's yeah, that's the thing. I know, and I had a Goya here. It was like a wedding gift. And then there was another, I don't know. But the funny part about it is I always thought super I mean, it's a beautiful picture, but it's very homo.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty gay.
yeah, and my ex-husband, now ex-wife, that was like one of her favorites, and I was like, pretty pretty gay. I mean, it's
Yeah,
beautiful, but it's pretty gay. And
it's kind of
she's
gay,
like,
isn't
no,
it?
it's not. And now, hey, did you ever have any indication X might be trans and or gay? I'm like, no, wait.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Wait a minute. Yes. Um, that was hanging above our bed. This is Strylonde roleplay. More gay, please. I forgot. I actually forgot this was a Homestuck stream for a minute. Yeah, yeah. It was. But that was the. This is cool.
But
I'll.
that place is cool. Secret October is like more if you want to do like the metalhead goth thing. They have like Depeche Mode playing constantly and a bunch
Oh,
of other
hell
bands
yeah.
that you've never heard of that are all in that genre. You've probably heard of them. I
I've
haven't.
probably heard of
Yeah,
them.
and just band shirts for fucking whatever. They're great.
Nice. Oh, that reminds me of down in a very blonde place to go down in Portland, the Lovecraft,
Oh, that
and
sounds
it's
cool.
yeah, it's like a little goth bar down in Portland, and it was super cute, and it's all done up like there's actually a little it's a bar up front,
Hmm.
and there's like a huge Cthulhu like fucking thing above the DJ, and it's really rad. And then in the back, there's a coffin
Uh
you
huh.
can actually get into,
Rad.
and they say like that you can climb in, but like climb up at your own risk. Stuff they're like you can if you want, but it's got like a cubby in the back. Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
pretty rad. Dante and Vigil by William Bourgeois.
Wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed Goya.
Yeah, I think it's just people who tend to like a Goya that
Yeah.
like that's just kind of fall. Oh my god, this gotta be.
What's up?
He's just like acting crazy.
I mean, it's about
Uh,
time that we wrap up anyway.
that's true. Oh my god. Oh my god, Nils, please. Yeah, my mother-in-law. She's like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, really? Okay,
Right now?
bye. Right now, he just leaving. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I wasn't working. That's so goth. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, child, sit up.
All right.
Everyone goes crazy on camera. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll have to just wrap up here.
Yeah. It's about time anyway.
Yeah. And then so Thursday stream, I'm supposed to have oh my god, child. If you fall on your head on embarrassed and feel bad. Uh
Who's scheduled on Thursday?
Ryan Phantom. Your butt. No, your butt. Ryan Phantom is on. Did you hit?
He hit his head.
He bonked it a little. You're fine. Ryan Phantom, maybe Aisha, one of the Homestuck writers. I want to see if she can come on at the same time because she messaged me and said I don't know if she's actually, I shouldn't presume. They messaged me and said that they were free this week because of the quarantine.
Right.
So
I
I'm gonna see, and
guess.
I know that yeah, everyone's finally free. But yeah, Ryan Phantom is gonna be on stream on Thursday.
Hmm.
And maybe Aisha at the same time because I know they're friends, and so it might actually work out. And then that would be like super fucking rad because I know they're both like yeah, people like to hear from.
Cool.
So yes,
That'd be awesome.
thank you. Yeah, and thanks for the stream today. We didn't get like super far into the sync, but at least we did it. We did it. We synced up. That was the goal.
And yeah, I mean, like, if you watch my streams of this and expect me to help her read faster, nah, we're like, I'm actively gonna destroy her page per minute. Like, no.
I feel like I have like such a good page per minute, and then Rev comes on, and it like blasts my page per minute average into the stratosphere.
Yep. We got I think we got all of like 50 pages. So good job.
We did pretty good. We did pretty good. We got through some big pester logs. And...
that was a lot of it. That's true.
Yeah. And then I think and then just let me know if ever we can. I'd like to be able to sync up at least one more time before 413, or maybe on 413 or something.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'd like to do at least one more.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie has to come on to future Rev streams. Everyone be like, who the fuck is this? Cascade together.
I mean, I'm definitely going to try and aim to have Cascade either, I don't know, it depends, either end a stream or be in the middle of a stream, depending on whether or not the direct things happening after Cascade. That's the huge flash that's coming up. That's important.
Oh, Cascade together on 413.
That's apparently like what is it? Ascend level stuff. I think it's 4,109. Someone was saying.
What is it again? Sorry.
It's a really important flash. It's like on the tier of like Ascend. Apparently, it's like one of the most important flashes in Homestuck. So, like, if you're trying to do something special for 413, I think that's the one to aim for at this point.
4109. Yeah. Oh, I could get to that.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah, that's doable. Cascade is actually the peak of Homestuck.
Third most important. Okay.
You'll need to watch like the next 10 pages after it.
It crashed Newgrounds when it came out. Yeah, because he uploaded it to Newgrounds as well.
Because so many people went to go watch it. Is that why?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, we'll see if we can sync up for that. Because if you and I can both see if we can get to Cascade by 413, that would be perfect too.
Yeah.
Oh my heavens to Betsy.
All right. Why don't I let you go? Thank you for the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Did I just wait?
You good? I think she hung up. Nope. Maybe. All right. I'm just going to say bye because it sounds like you can't talk anymore. All right. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Am I streaming later tonight? I am. I'll see you guys for that then. Bye.